Yo, what's up? This is El Jefe from the Turntable Project. What I'm going to do today is show you how to fix your tone arm connections on the end if they're oxidized or you're getting a bad connection on there, how to clean them off. That way everything's good to go and you won't have no more problems. A little bit of maintenance to keep your tone arms lasting a little bit longer. Some Q-tips here, any type of alcohol that you can get, some rubbing alcohol. And I got a little Mother's, can you see that? Mother's mag and aluminum polish. So it's perfect for all metals, shines and protects. What we're trying to do is get that oxidation off of there or any type of grime. If you look at the four little prongs, you might have some, I don't know, some black corrosion or anything like that. A couple things that DJs think that they can do is they'll take that needle. I mean, for live, if you need that connection, I can see why you're doing it, because you need it to be fixed right then. You're not getting, full sound out of it. So they lick the end and then they stick it on. And it might work briefly for that set or whatever you're trying to do, but what it's doing is actually you're putting that spit on top of those prongs and it's getting oxidized and it's messing it all up for later down the road. So, just some things to think of. If that's something you always do all the time, you're pretty much messing up your own gear. What we're going to be working on today is a pair of Technics 1200s. These are MK3s. If you have MK2s, I highly suggest doing this because I don't know the last time you would have those things serviced if you bought them off anybody else, but it'd be probably a good idea to get in there and clean them because it could be the original tone arms. I don't know if you can see that the best. I got the best lighting in there, but they got those four prongs right there in the tone arm. That's what I'm talking about. By the time we're done, hopefully we'll get that nice and shiny and clean off everything so the connection is good. Alright, what we're going to do is you can grab your Q-tip, alcohol, put a little bit on that guy right there, get some on the end. You're going to take that Q-tip, you're going to put it in there and don't push on the prongs. Just, lightly do it in a twisting type of motion like that and get all the way around up in there. Clean off any of the grime that's in there, what you can get off with the alcohol. Make it nice and clean in there. Make sure you get around this whole part right here is the ground connection, so you kind of want to clean off that also. When you're done using that alcohol in there with the little Q-tip, twisting it around like that, give it a couple minutes, let that stuff evaporate, and before you move on to the next step, that way it's nice and dry. The alcohol just takes a minute to evaporate and everything will be all good. Now for the next part. What I like to do with the polish is I'll dip it in there, get a little bit on the end, and I'll work from the back to the front. So we're going to hit the prongs in the back and with the polish, and then we're going to put some on the side of the Q-tip, not on the end, but hit it on the side of the Q-tip, and then we're going to twist around the ground section of that to get that nice and clean. And you'll see once you get this polish in there and you clean everything off, you're going to get a lot of black residue coming out of there, stuff that's been caked in there for a while. So got my polish right there, a little on the end. Go in here and work our way in. Like I said, don't be rough with that, just kind of work your way in. And don't push on the prongs too hard. And just twist it. And that polish will help get all that oxidation off there and all that residue, whatever you got on there. After you get that polish in there, take a dry Q-tip and remove the polish that was in there. Look at all that. I'm telling you, man, you'll see it. All kinds of black residue coming out of there. Also, another thing to do is take your needle and your Q-tip, same process. Clean off those ends right there. That'll help out with the connection. You got that polish in there and you're drying it out and you keep on getting black stuff in there. I just keep using more Q-tips, cleaning it out till I see nothing left on the Q-tip, and then I think it's ready to go. So after everything's cleaned off, polished out, dried off cleaned out with the dry Q-tips, you ain't got no more black in there, powered up, let's see what you got. Got that going right now. It's all powered up. It's going. It's reading everything. No problems. Got everything going. Now put in some work on them turntables. Work.